Damaging tornadoes hit southern Indiana and Kentucky today, right along the Ohio River, just about an hour north of Louisville. Now we are covering the aftermath.
Plus large hail dropping on Milton, Kentucky. That town right across from Madison, Indiana, connected by the bridge there. As the afternoon has developed, the worst damage reports are now coming in from Milton and Hanover, Indiana. And as Christina told us just a moment ago, the National Weather Service teams are already on the ground there in Little Milton, Kentucky. And
that's right.
Describe an EF1 again. How strong is that?
So that's anywhere from, I believe, around 86 miles per hour up to 110 miles per hour. So right now they're looking at the damage, and that helps them determine just how strong those winds may have been. That in combination with also the estimates from the radar whenever the storm was passing on through. It had a really good signature when it comes to what we're looking for tornadoes. Alden and I also queried it, which is kind of just an estimate still with the wind, and the radar estimated 100 mile per hour winds. So far we've seen the evidence of an EF1, which is not surprising regarding, or especially considering that the radar was estimating it around 100 mile per hour winds. And we're not done yet, folks. Unfortunately, we are looking at wave number 2 to arrive as we head into the overnight hours. We can look off to our west and to our southwest, where we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings and even a tornado warning right now across the St. Louis metro area. Now, the worst part of that, I do think, is going to be passing to our north and likely out of our area, our immediate area, that is. But we will certainly be getting some of that as we go into after 10 o'clock this evening. So for the time being, we are quiet, just a little bit windy, but most of us are dry for a couple more hours. And in fact, we did tie the record for today of hitting 82 degrees at the airport, and we're still sitting at 81 even at this hour. We're just shy of 80 from PRP down to Valley Station as well. We have widespread 70s across southern Indiana, and then some upper 70s from Hodgeville down to Campbellsville, Kentucky. As I mentioned, we are feeling quite a bit of wind. In fact, we're gusting to 30 miles per hour right now in Louisville. But let's go ahead and talk about that severe weather threat with the next round that's coming overnight tonight. I think all modes of severe weather are on the table for us, just like they were earlier for southern Indiana. Damaging wind gusts, large hail, even up to about tennis ball size, going to be possible. And then we also cannot rule out the possibility of seeing a brief tornado, mainly for folks that are shaded in this yellow color. That's a level 2 out of 5, but you have a lesser risk down to the southeast, so the farther to the southeast you live, but I still would not be putting your guard down. So let's get to that timing right now. 8 o'clock, still dry, still very mild in the 70s, and then it's not until after 10 o'clock this evening that we start to get that next round pushing in across southern Indiana. Now that'll continue to fill in across Kentuckiana going into about the midnight hour. I expect it here in the city, and then working its way down toward the southeast over the course of about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning from Litchfield over to Bardstown at that time, and then gradually moving out of Kentuckiana by about 3 o'clock in the morning. So waking up tomorrow morning, maybe just some lingering very light sprinkles, and temperatures incredibly mild, close to 60 degrees. Through the afternoon, because all these storms are associated with the cold front, we aren't going to be getting near as warm as where we're sitting right now, or where we have for the last couple of days for that matter. So your weather threats for this next storm that's going to be pushing through, the damaging wind, 60 to 70 miles per hour, would not be surprised to see that. Large hail, at least the size of a quarter, up to about golf ball size. Frequent lightning, heavy rain, and that tornado threat as well. We're going to be here around the clock tonight. Colleen Peterson will be monitoring it late tonight until Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine arrives around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. Doug and Shay.
All right, Christina, thanks for the update there. Well, if you do find any damage around where you live, share your photos and your video with WHAS 11. Once it is safe to do so, we'd love to see what you're seeing. Just text that to us at 502-582-7290.